Good evening, everyone out there on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Happy Monday evening. This is a vignette of Exodus chapter 20, verse 14, the seventh commandment, part 16. And this week, we're going to Genesis 9. That's after the flood, and God instituted capital punishment, Genesis 9:6, for murder. And by the way, like I've said in these other videos about the seventh commandment, it ties in with the sixth commandment. And it really does. And this is that Genesis 9:6 was talking about the institution of governments to restrain evil, because the thoughts of people are evil continually, because of that antediluvian crowd, and sexual sins led to hit parade. What I want to talk about this week: Noah got drunk as a skunk. And I've read some commentaries a while back, and I studied that when he was laying there naked, and Ham saw it. But see, when you read the text, Noah was out cold. So how did he, if you're out cold, you can't see somebody. But there's a possibility, based on what this text says, and that particularly that word K-N-E-W, the Hebrew word is yada. There was some sexual deviancy in that hizzy with Ham. And Canaan saw that, and then try to call Ham out, who became the father and his descendants, which led up to Sodom and Gomorrah. And then the actual Canaanites, 1,000 years later, occupying the land of Israel and doing child sacrifice, devil worship through Molech. And that all ties in with the seventh commandment. The title of this message is Genesis 9, the original SVU. Now, for those of you who've watched the TV show Law and Order Special Victims Unit with Olivia Benson and Elliot, that's why I'm calling this is the original SVU. Genesis 9. That's what I want to talk about this week. Even after the flood, there was sexual deviancy that led to corrupting civilizations, that led to the downfall of the Canaanites and Sodom and Gomorrah, because of this deviant with Ham and Canaan, who watched that and didn't say anything. And also, Noah was given prophetic insight. I've read that in the New American Standard Bible, the 1977 one. It's got study notes besides the Hebrew and Greek. And he saw ahead of time what they were doing, but not at that time. He wasn't given the prophecy at that time to be kicked out. But he did see with the Canaan. One of the descendants of Canaan was Sodom and Gomorrah. And that was round 2 of what happened in Genesis 6. They got the water bath. Sodom and Gomorrah got the fire and brimstone bath. That's God's urban renewal program, quote unquote. So the title of this message this week is Genesis 9, the original SVU. You have a great day. Enjoy the week. I'll catch you sometime this week, because I'm going to be really busy this week, on Exodus chapter 20, verse 14, the seventh commandment, part 16, the original SVU.